Hello everyone, Dr. Sunil Dand, internal medicine physician. Welcome to another video. There is no doubt that one of the main leaders of the world pandemic response was Dr. Anthony Fauci. Not simply in the United States, but other countries, especially in the Western world, took a lead from this man. Now, those of you who watch me regularly know what I think about Dr. Anthony Fauci. There are enormous question marks about so much of what happened. Question marks being a huge understatement. Right from the beginning, from the origins of the virus, exactly what was known, the initial pandemic response, including lockdowns, and also the subsequent jab mandates. He was the architect of many of these things. He pushed for the government authorities to have all of these policies, and again, including the jab mandates. He really wanted those. So I really do not think much of Dr. Anthony Fauci. I think the pandemic response would have been far better with him out of the picture, with someone else leading the pandemic response. And I hope that he is thoroughly investigated at some stage. That is the least that all of the people who suffered due to the policies he promoted as a so-called expert, that is the least that they deserve. But consider this. Basically, everywhere Dr. Anthony Fauci goes to this day, he is greeted as an absolute hero within academic medical circles. Think about that. With all of the questions, everything that we now know about the pandemic response, he is still celebrated, basically worshipped. Academic medical physicians in their bow ties get up and give him standing ovations. He is overwhelmed with awards. And I really do think that this says more for the current medical establishment than it does for Dr. Anthony Fauci. In fact, I often think when I hear about the celebrations of Dr. Anthony Fauci, what sort of profession am I in here? Seriously, what sort of colleagues surround me who put a man like this up on a pedestal? We use a phrase in England, "Are you having a laugh?" And I think of that every time I read a story about Dr. Anthony Fauci receiving an award. Are you having a laugh? Seriously, all you have to do is go online and see the praise that Dr. Fauci keeps on receiving. Let me share these two very recent stories with you here. And here we have a story from the Midwest. This is from March. Anthony Fauci to receive UI award. Listen to this. On Tuesday, Dr. Anthony Fauci will become the latest recipient of the Paul H. Douglas Award for Ethics in Government. Ethics in Government. Joining the likes of Barack Obama and former Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor. He was presented with the award by a US Senator. Did you hear that? An ethics award from academic medicine. And this isn't only restricted to the United States. Here we have a story from Ireland. University College Dublin. Dr. Anthony Fauci awarded an honorary fellowship by UCD School of Medicine. This is only from a few days ago. Dr. Anthony Fauci has been awarded an honorary fellowship, the highest honor that the University College Dublin School of Medicine can confer. His major contribution to science and medicine and his leadership and dedication to public service is being recognized with the awarding of an honorary fellowship. There you go. That is fairly typical of the types of awards that Dr. Anthony Fauci keeps on receiving from academic medicine. Not only restricted to the United States, obviously, but a lot of Western authorities still view this man as somebody to celebrate. But is there a ray of hope on the horizon that Dr. Anthony Fauci will be made to answer questions? Well, here we have a story from only the last 48 hours in the Washington Post. Fauci agrees to testify in Congress on the origins of the virus and the pandemic policies that he championed. Well, quite right indeed. He should be made to answer questions. Those of us who were hurt by his policies deserve to have him up there answering questions. He is not a simple doctor. He is a bureaucrat. He is somebody who is very political. So let's see what happens in the future. But I wanted to make this video to emphasize to you that Dr. Anthony Fauci still to this day is widely celebrated across the medical establishment wherever he goes. Think about that. And again, in my opinion, this says more about the medical establishment than it does about Dr. Anthony Fauci. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Feel free to comment. Hit the like button if you like this video and the bell button for more similar videos in the future. We will speak again very soon.